Čau, ravno v tem trenutku se v Ljutomeru pričenja Grossmanov festival fantastičnega filma in vina. Zato bomo preverili nekaj filmov, ki jih bodo tam vse tja do nedelje odvrteli. Posvetili pa se bomo tudi glasbenemu dokumentarcu Vlečenje verig, ki je etnografski film o na videz obskurni tradiciji, ki vključuje džab in se odvija na otoku Grenada. Vključuje pa tudi veliko mazanja z oljem, verig in prav posebne zvrsti glasbe. Za začetek pa nekaj novic. Studio Pixar naj bi se znašel v finančni stiski, karkoli že to pomeni. Njihov novi animirani celovečerni film Elio naj bi doživel najmanj gledan premierni konec tedna v zgodovini studia, kar pomeni zgolj $21 milijonov v ZDA in $35 milijonov zaslužka v svetovnem merilu. Številke so nepojmljive za našo regijo, ampak kaj, ko je produkcija sama stala $150 milijonov. Potem pa so tu še dodatni stroški trženja filma. Nič čudnega torej, da je odjavna špica animiranih filmov ponavadi dolga, vsaj kar se celovečernih tiče, 15 minut in več. Sicer pa gre v filmu za mulca brez prijateljev, ki si želi, da bi ga ugrabili vesoljci, kar mu nazadnje potem uspe in sčasoma postane glasnik medplanetarnega sveta po vzoru Vojn zvezd.
Okay, come and get me.
You okay?
I'm trying to get abducted by aliens.
Elio!
Skipping school!
I don't know if this is boundary testing or sleep regression or... Which one of these is you?
I don't know, but I think that one is you.
My son, are you prepared to become the greatest war machine in the universe?
I don't know.
Your life isn't up there, Elio. You need to make friends.
I just want to belong somewhere. So if any aliens are listening, please come and get me. Okay, bye, love you. It's really happening.
We search the universe
For the dreamers and stargazers
like you.
This is awesome! Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. Oh, no. My name's Elio. Well, what's your name? No one's ever asked me my name before. I'm Glorden. Back home, I didn't fit in. I thought Earth was the problem. But what if it's me? Well, I like you, and you seem fine to me. I never had a friend before. Me neither. Up top.
I am Grygon, prepared to be conquered.
But I just got here.
Perhaps one of us could talk to Lord Grygon.
I am shy.
I'll do it.
What a heroic figure.
I'm finally fitting in, and now Grygon's gonna blow everyone up. My friends need our help.
You made a friend?
Just give me a call. Stop me. Good time.
You will feel my wrath. Glorden?
Hi, Dad. I'm a bargaining chip. No, say the other thing. Oh, help me, Father. Quiet, you.
What does that unholy sound? Stop!
Don't wanna stop at all.
These are the lava tunnels. Gordon, I am not fireproof. Why didn't you say something? Gordon! Just get in my mouth. It's actually kind of comfy in here. It is? I've never been in there.
V 94. letu starosti pa je 24. junija umrl filmski in TV skladatelj Lalo Schifrin, ki je bil tudi orkestrski dirigent in džezovski pianist. Za časa svojega življenja je ustvaril glasbo za približno 100 filmov, med drugim za TV serijo Misija nemogoče iz 60. let, ki je navdihnila filmsko franšizo s Tomom Cruisom v glavni vlogi in za kateri je napisal glavno temo oziroma glavni temi. Boris Claudio Schifrin se je sicer rodil 21. junija 1932 v Buenos Airesu, očetu Luisu, ki je bil koncertni mojster mestnega filharmoničnega orkestra. Že v mladosti pa se je učil igranja klavirja in poznavanja klasične glasbe. Po šolanju v Parizu se je vrnil v domači Buenos Aires in ustanovil Big Band. Nato pa se je leta 1958 preselil v ZDA.
If you want the girl back alive, listen and do not talk. The drop will be made tonight, 11 p.m.
The amount will be $50 million.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Detective James Carter loved his job
just a little too much.
You destroyed half a city block.
That block was already messed up.
And you lost a lot of evidence.
Still got a little bit left.
But the job got a little too dangerous.
You have 29 minutes left.
I got everything under control.
I want to speak with my daughter. Han was about to get his daughter back and you screwed it up. I would like one of my people to help.
Now it's time to bring in the master.
Please tell me you speak English. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I don't want no partner, I don't need no partner, and I ain't gonna never have no partner. Did Kojak have a partner?
Yeah, the fat guy.
Did Columbo have a partner? No. You put your own bag in the back. I'm not a sky cat.
Beach Boys.
Oh, hell no. Don't you ever touch a black man's radio, boy. Yeah.
They're two cops with nothing in common.
Do it again. Like this.
Except the case
Hello. You have one more chance.
they can't walk away from.
Agent Carter is very passionate about finding your daughter.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
From New Line Cinema. The fastest hands in the East.
Wow!
Meet the biggest mouth in the West.
Just received a threat on the building. We ask you please exit the building. Do not panic. Did you hear what I just said? Get the hell out of here. There's a bomb in the building.
Jackie Chan.
I can't hold it anymore!
Just hang on, man. I'll be right back.
Chris Tucker.
FBI, take a picture. It's okay. Wait a minute.
Rush Hour.
We can hang in my crib. I will show you my hood.
What the hell did you just say?
Zdaj pa je prišel čas, da se posvetimo še filmu Vlečanje verig režiserja Emila Viktorja Hvitfeldta, ki je kot dopolnitev svoje diplomske naloge, antropološke diplomske naloge, posnel še etnografski film in ga predvajal na dnevih etnografskega filma v Slovenski kinoteki v Ljubljani. Za voljo raziskave in opazovanja je več mesecev bival v Grenadi na Karibih, kjer je med karnevalsko sezono leta 2023 opazoval tradicijo džab-džaba, v sklopu katere se prebivalstvo otoka namaže z oljem črne barve, obleče v verige in si da na glavo rogove in ustvarja ritme, ki naj bi jih naredili še bolj strašljive. S potenciranjem stereotipov, rasnih stereotipov, naj bi se namreč upirali kolonializmu in predstavam, ki so jih imeli prišleki o njih. No, v filmu pa je Hvitfeldt naslovil vprašanje odpora, protesta in posledic kolonializma. Kako je režiser prišel na idejo snemanja tega dokumentarnega filma?
The topic came from my interest in music, first of all. So I've been engaged with electronic music primarily for many years. And so jab-jab is a genre of music as well as masquerade, but this particular genre is gaining a lot of traction at the moment, also in Denmark and Copenhagen, where I'm from. And so you see people playing it more and more at events, and the sound is only spreading quite a bit at the moment. And so that's sort of where my interest in jab-jab came from. And then, yeah, it was made as part of my master's thesis at the Department in Tromsø. So I've also had an academic interest in music and questions of identity and post-colonialism. So yeah, it's based on field work done in Grenada, of course, over the course of 4 months, done in 2023. And yeah, that's that.
So maybe, methodologically speaking, your film is mostly like an interplay between observation and interviews. So it's a bit of, for me at least, while watching, a bit of this insider and outsider position. Maybe if you could speak more about how did you decide for this approach, or was it something that just was natural, dependent on the context? Because it's 4 months is a lot, and probably you were not filming just the carnival.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of out of necessity that it's going back and forth. So of course jab-jab is a big thing in Grenada. It's primarily being played around carnival now. So 4 months you can't really be filming jab-jab non-stop. So if you want to engage with Jab Jab outside of the actual practice, it's difficult to do it observationally. You kind of have to engage with people and try and find ways of doing it. So I ended up sort of approaching this method of tours where people would sort of go into depth with whatever particular aspect of Jab Jab they were interested in. So, of course, musicians being one part of it, practitioners, and then, the first guy being more of a historical background, working at the museum in Bermuda. So, sort of, bit of both. Then, when it was actually being played, I was trying to step back a bit and make it a more observational approach. So, back and forth quite a bit,
But did I feel, because I understood that this is their identity element, sort of, so did they feel very proud showing you these things, or, I mean, was it easy to get this access? Did you see it like a sort of promotion about this carnival?
Yes and no. So I think access was, for the most part, fairly straightforward, but it was limited to a certain group of people. So I would often end up being redirected to the same group of these Jab Jab elders that are sort of the wise men of Jab Jab. So that's all the reason why I don't have any women in the film, barely any young men. It's mostly older men who ended up being these sort of spokespeople for Jab Jab. I would say some people were more eager for this project than others, especially the musicians were quite eager to participate. I think maybe because the sound is spreading quite a bit at the moment, so any sort of traction they might be able to get, they'll grab onto it. Yeah.
Ker etnografski filmi pogosto zahtevajo, da se režiser snemanja loti s pomočjo antropološke tehnike raziskovanja oziroma opazovanja z udeležbo in zaradi lažjega sprejemanja v družbi film snema sam, je obiskovalko zanimalo, kako se je tega lotil in ali se je rituala Jab Jaba aktivno udeležil tudi sam.
Strangely, I would say first of all, the vast majority of people were very welcoming. A few people did not believe it was my role to make a film like this, but the vast majority were very welcoming. And interestingly, a lot of people were a little bit offended that I did not participate, which, I was considering it. You do see a lot of tourists and white people participating as well, but I just did not feel comfortable doing that. But that was for obvious reasons, I think, but that was just sort of a recurrent theme that people would quite often bring up, that I should participate. So that was sort of a difficult thing to navigate, I think, that being an outsider and somehow trying to understand what's going on at the same time. And, it's definitely a bit of a balancing act going on there. Yeah.
Kako dolgo pa je Hvitfeldt preživel z vsakim od tistih, ki se v filmu pojavijo? Na Karibih je skupno namreč preživel 4 mesece.
It was almost always based on Jab Jab in one way or another. For the most part, people did not have time for sort of long durations of participating. So the majority of the people in the film, I only really had a few days with them or a few sessions of filming. So in that case, it was all about the carnival, all about Jab Jab. The one exception being the guy in the beginning at the museum, Angus, who was the director of the museum in Grenada, whom I ended up living with. So we had more of just a day-to-day chatter about current affairs, Grenada, history, all that kind of stuff. So that was sort of my insight to Grenada outside of the carnival, I would say. So that was a really important thing for me to have, just establishing more of a context and an idea of Grenada outside of the carnival, right? So I don't include a whole lot of that in the film. There's more of it in the written part of the thesis as well. So this is half of the project, and there's a written part where there's more of the context of Grenada outside of carnival.
Režiser se je v Granado odpravil zato, da bi sprva raziskoval glasbo. Vendar se njegov film, ki ga žal nismo uspeli pridobiti v pravem času, da bi ga lahko videli, zato smo vam postregli z nekaj drugimi odlomki filmov tega istega fenomena, nato obrnil proti raziskovanju bolj kot ne celotnega fenomena in procesa.
So my sort of primary focus did shift a little bit towards the masquerade and the aesthetic in the end. I think for the music there was this really interesting divide again between sort of traditional approach and the modern approach, which is sort of reflected a bit in the film. So you have this very electronic digital version, which is the one that's really spreading at the moment, and then you have the traditional version, which is acoustic drumming and compositional chanting and that kind of thing, which is well, people are sort of fighting to keep that alive a bit. It's not as widespread anymore. So the electronic version is taken over, and it's obviously being influenced by the States a lot, the sort of international movements in music. So, and that's also really the one that's spreading globally. So yeah, that's basically what I came to with music.
Če ste ljubitelji glasbenih dokumentarnih filmov, je tudi na Grossmanovem festivalu fantastičnega filma in vina, ki se začenja danes in bo trajal vse tja do nedelje, lahko ujamete glasbeni program tam. Filmi tekmujejo za nagrado imenovano Hrupni maček. Na sporedu bosta tako domača dokumentarna filma o Zoranu Predinu, Praslovan, pa tudi 100 decibelov o metliški punk-rockerski zasedbi Industbag. Poleg tega bo predvajan tudi film o, saj bi rekla, kulturšok, ampak je v resnici bolj film o Ginotu, frontmanu, z naslovom Grandpa Guru. Potem pa je tukaj še film o Stuartu Greyu, bolj znanem pod umetniškim imenom Stu Spasm. Gre za zloglasnega underground rockerja, ki je v Avstraliji ustanovil proto-grunge skupino Lubricated Goat. Ampak če že govorimo o deželi tam spodaj, bo na sporedu v Lotmerku tudi film o 3 migrantskih mulcih, Korejcu, Šrilančanu in Hrvatu, ki so v srednji šoli odkrili punk rock glasbo in osnovali band The Hard-Ons, s katerim so se borili proti rasizmu in glasbeni industriji s humorjem in drznostjo.
Could you give me the question? The answer is infatuation bastard. What is the question? Mrs. Hanson, how would you like your dim sims cooked?
The hard-ons.
Yeah.
I'll see if Phil Sarkock's in that band out.
From the first gig, everyone's like, I can see you. You're not like us.
Tonight might be a bit of trouble. We might have to hide you guys upstairs.
Fucking bunch of putters, you should fuck off back to Wogland.
Fuck those fucking assholes. It's a real fucking turn-off.
The mosh pit was still a thing. It was happening.
You'd have girls and guys just standing there singing these lyrics, even Suck and Swallow. Like, there's no way you could do that now.
Who was offended by it? Rock writers in the media. Rock.
They should be in the bloody ARIA Hall of Fame.
There's no award for you. There's no front cover. Fuck off.
Fuck off back to the west, you fucking Westie, and take your fucking flannel with you.
We take it to radio. No, we're not going to play it. It's like, whoa, why you're not going to play it?
The Hard-Ons should have been as big as Nirvana. They should have been.
What did you expect? An alternative grunge hit?
Calm the fuck down. You know, it's the fucking Hard-Ons.
Feel proud to be Australian. That's all we carry this football around.
Way ahead of anything that we had here in the UK at the time.
Yeah, it's who we are. We're ourselves. We're the Hard-Ons. We're fucking Aussies. We don't give a shit. You know, we're up here having a good time. Fucking just going for it.
People love Neapolitan ice cream. It's better than just vanilla, you know.
Grossmanov festival je v prvi vrsti sicer žanrski filmski festival, zato lahko tam vidite marsikaj. Tudi nekakšno, recimo, mešanico srhljivke, misterija, surrealizma in pravljice, kot je Gospod K, ki res da sprva spominja na Kafkovo zgodbo o ujetosti v sistem, ampak predstavljate si, da se Kafkov Gospod K sreča z The Shining oziroma Sijanjem, filmom Brazil, Wesom Andersonom in pesmijo Hotel California skupine The Eagles.
Single room, double room.
I'm alone. I have to be here in the morning.
One thing at a time. Mind you, don't give us any trouble.
We have a new guest.
I'm just passing through.
We haven't been outside for years.
Do you know the way to the exit?
Which one?
You haven't been out at all, have you? Is no one interested in what actually is going on? Look! The hotel is shrinking! Game are you all playing?
You have potential. You are special.
You're all insane.
You think you know the truth. But what's your truth better than mine?
We have to mark every corridor. Enough!
Hurry up, you can stay here.
You are that nice young man who was looking for the reception.
Did you find it, dear?
Za ljubitelje bolj klasičnih akcijskih filmov pa bo na Grossmanu videti slashersko parodijo na Bondijade in druge vohunske filme Odsev v mrtvem diamantu.
seras là-bas.
Quelqu'un veut nous piéger. Code rouge.
Sicer boste lahko na festivalu videli tudi bolj klasične žanrske filme, kot je denimo Grozljivka z lutkami, film o eksorcizmu, pa tudi vampirske zombije iz vesolja, kratke filme, neodvisne žanrske filme iz regije, od partizanskih do voajerskih, filme z motorkami, animacije za otroke in pa tudi eno super animacijo za bolj odraslo publiko.
Leg dich aber um.
Scheiße!
Na Grossmanu bo torej najti vse, od svetovnih uspešnic do neodvisnih filmov, ki so včasih tako bizarni, da so res že prav smešni. Kot je denimo tale o Filipu, ki želi svoji punci Maji za rojstni dan posneti kratek film. Ampak ga na poti čakajo seveda različne bizarnosti.
Kaj pa tvoji grehi, fant? Tudi ti jih imaš veliko.
Mislim, jaz ne verjamem glih v to, jaz sem v bistvu ateist, tako da. Kaj se zdaj dogaja točno?
Sprosti se, fant.
Ne,
stopiva skupaj.
Okay.
Stopiva skupaj.
Za koga gremo za ta vhod?
Izvoli.
Ok. Filip, lahko prosim,
Če sem vam rekel, da smo prijazno z nami hodite, ampak mi vam... Kot je delo za... Veliko grehov imata oba. Veliko grehov imata oba in to mi ni všeč.
Prav mešanica parodije, grozljivke in črne komedije je lahko pogosto recept za odličen večer.
Rest her soul would have been done and gone by now. Not running her business under the ground.
If I were to tell you why I did what I did, when I was broke and alone, would you pity me? Or would you say that my actions were justified? I see you stitching there, darling, needles dance, you're so charming. Perfect crime. Call police. Drive away. Choices. Choices. Choices.
Oh, darn it, Barbara. Do you think...
Hvala za ogled, se vidimo kaj na Grossmanu, če že ne na filmih, pa vsaj na filmskem pub kvizu ali pa v prostorih virtualne resničnosti, ki bo tam gostovala prvič, pa na delavnici maske ali posebnih učinkov, na koncertih, ki se legendarno začnejo šele po tem, ko so vse projekcije zaključene, ali pa na še bolj legendarnem sobotnem pohodu zombijev skozi mesto. Baje jih lahko tudi cosplayate, kar bo prav tako letos tam prvič. Lahko noč in srečno.